everyone, welcome back to Grandpa Mark's Hobbies and a how-to video on how to do Redline tires. Now, I've had so many problems trying to use the decals, getting them on laying flat and laying even and centered and all that on my tires that usually I give up. Just don't even use them. I probably got like 4 of these things in a box somewhere or chucked or whatever. But I'm doing a Corvette build coming up here January 1st, and I'm going to use gunmetal on the Corvette. And I think the Corvette is going to need the Redline tires. I'm going to use the red stripe on the top, and I'm going to do a red interior on it too. So I want to do the Redline tires, but I don't want to mess around with these stinking things. So let's chuck those out of the way here. I'm going to paint them on. And I've already tried this a couple of times, and it's worked out very well. And I know that's hard to see, so I did it in white too, just so everybody could see what I'm talking about. I know these are a lot bigger tires, but the process is basically the same. What you'll need is you'll need some sandpaper. You'll need an old rim, preferably like a Krager, where you got a good center with a divot in it. You'll need a set of pin vices, and you'll only need really the smallest one you got out of that. I'm using Tamiya's X7 red paint, and I'm using a cap off of a 2-liter pop bottle. I already mixed this. This is mixed just about half and half, Tamiya's X7 and water. I wanted it to be just a smidge thicker than water when I was done mixing it, and it worked out to just about half and half. And then the last thing you're going to need is a protractor with the pen attachment on it. This thing I got, I won't even put a link in. I got it on Amazon. I'm not even going to put a link to it because right out of the box I had to super glue these plastic pieces because this was really loose on there and I couldn't get it tightened up. This was already split, so I had to super glue it together. But I think it was like $12 for the whole set. So instead of just getting taped and chucking them in the trash, I wanted to see if it'd work. So what I did is I took the sandpaper and I scuffed the tire. And I know that it's not going to look like it's an Armor-All tire anymore, but down the road we can change that with a little bit of quick shine, because the quick shine will stick to that scuff and it'll give you good results again. That's what I did with this, and it worked out really well. So now take your this is like a Krager rim, put it in the tire, get it in there nice and centered. Make sure it's not pushed in too far to where it's tilted one way or the other. You want to get it even on that tire. And take your time here because all this will pay off. Take your pin vise and very, very, very lightly make a divot, dead center, as close to center as you can get on that Krager, because that's what the point is going to rest in. Because you don't want to have to push into this thing, because you'll push the part right through it. So let's see if we can mess this up. I've done it twice on those. Let's see if I can do it on the kit parts. And this is live action video, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip this in there, and I'm going to look for that paint to pull up inside here. Now, I did those yesterday, so this is a fresh mix of paint and everything. So we'll see how we go. Okay, it pulled up in there. I'm going to take a paper towel and wipe off the front and the back without pulling that paint out of the thing. Now I'm going to put this in the hole, tilting this away from it. Get that in there, tilt that away from it, get a good grip on the tip, and now I'm going to try to keep my hands out of the way, but it's not going to be the best. And just run this around the tire. Take your time. Keep it tilted towards you a little bit so that that ink can flow out of there. Come around, pull it off, and there you go. That's going to look really good. Let's come back. I got a little much right there. And don't be shy. You can come back around this thing. I've done that too. Even that out. There we go. There's a Redline tire in a minute and a half. That's a heck of a lot better than fighting those dang decals. I'll tell you that right stinking now. Now we'll let that dry overnight, at least overnight, maybe 2 days, and then we'll put some quick shine on that. So I can pop this out, and there we go. How about them apples? When you come back with a quick shine and put it on there, it'll give it a little bit more life. But the Redline tires, they really don't show off that much. But I'll call that a win. And now to clean this, and you want to clean this every time you do a tire. Don't go from one tire to the next tire to the next tire. You want to clean that out. Just put it in water, shake it back and forth, rinse that paint out of there, wipe it down real good, just like this, and that'll pull the paint out of the center. Now, I'm going to loosen this up, and I'm going to get the corner of this and run it through this, just like that, and pull it right out. Kind of like dental floss. And you can see I did it on this one too. But you want to make sure that that's good and clean on the inside there so that it doesn't dry up and clump and run the paint out obscurely. So if you want to watch, I'll do one more. I got 4 of them. And now what I'm looking for on the tire is one side of the tire has a real steep divot in it, and the other side of the tire is kind of flattish. And I'm looking for the flat side of the tire, which I think would be this side. And now I'm going to give it a scuffing, just like I did the other one. And what this does is this makes the paint not just beat up on the tire. It is a rubber tire, or vinyl, or whatever. But the Tamiya paint, I found out the first time, beads up on this. And I thought, oh, that's a loss. Until I hit it with the sandpaper and did it again. And if you mess up on this, because I did, take your tire and hit it with a little bit of water or whatever real quick and wipe it off, and that paint comes right off. If it doesn't all come off, you can hit it with a little bit of the X20A and then rinse that off real good, because you don't want that sitting on that tire. I don't know what that would do to the rubber. Make sure you're even all the way around. I'm looking at it from the side this way at that to make sure. Now let's just hit it again. Don't mess with your thing. Tighten this back up just a smiggle. And all I'm doing is bringing that to contact, just so it doesn't push itself open. So I'm not tightening it, I'm just bringing it to contact. Now I'm going to come back on the tire, make sure I'm in the same spot. Let's suck up some paint. I watch it go up in there. Wipe off one side. Oh, I just messed that up. Suck up the paint. Watch that go in there. Wipe off the one side. Come back into it and just wipe it off real quick on that side. Grab your tire, tilt it away till you get it into the divot. Come up, and I'm leaning the protractor away from it. So it'll pull the paint off. There it goes. Once it starts pulling the paint, it works really well. I'm sorry my hand's in the way, but I have to do a circle. So there we go. As you're turning it, walk away, and boom. And there's your raised your Redline tire. And like I said, it's a little bit thicker, but these are a little bit smaller tire too. So check it out. That's 2 in a row. I've already would have been filling the curse jar. Pop that out. It pops out of the way. Just keep your fingers off of it. And I got one more to do. So I'll come back and do that. I don't want to bother you. But see, that's what it looks like fresh. It dries to a little bit duller coat. But when you put the quick shine on it, it comes back to life. And you're good to go. And that's what we started with. And not one time did I have to say a bad word because of these stupid decals. I do appreciate them putting them in, and some people can use them like they're just awesome. I can't, so I deal with this. So anyhow, I'm Mark, Grandpa Mark's Hobbies. I got one more to do. You all have a great day and a better tomorrow. Thank you for watching.